Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianco, what are you tracking for us?
Ooh, well, as many of you said when you walked outside, it is hot outside. We've cooled off a little bit on the coast, 70s and 80s at the moment. It's a comfortable evening if you don't mind the smoke in the air, which you probably do, like most people. And it's going to stick around for the next couple of days, as will the heat. Right now, we're at the triple digits in far southern Monterey County as well. So we've got a lot of heat to talk about in the next couple of days. The reason is we've got a big ridge of high pressure sitting over us. It is blowing the air offshore. That is warm, dry air being sourced from the interior of the west, while most of the moisture and clouds, well, way off to the north right now. And because this ridge of high pressure is sitting right overhead, it's pretty much squished our marine layer out. It's been pretty much non-existent. We haven't seen any low clouds in at least 36 hours, but we'll eventually see them come back as the ridge begins to weaken into the weekend. So there is some good news for you. So let's talk about clouds, or the lack thereof. FUTURECAST is going to show nothing cloud-wise through the overnight hours into tomorrow, because we're going to continue to see a light offshore breeze, more of a northerly breeze. That is offshore for most of our area, and that is going to continue throughout the day tomorrow. With that, we'll continue to see some smoke be carried into the region. This is low-level smoke you're seeing, so even right around the bay, still seeing some smoke tomorrow, with some clearing potentially late tomorrow night. That's some good news, but most of the day tomorrow, we're still going to be breathing in all of this nasty air, which is from smoke really around the state, from fires around the state. Here's the air quality forecast through tomorrow. We're going to continue to see the moderate to unhealthy in our region. And as we head into Saturday, we start to get some clearing, but it still may be a little bit moderate at times, as there may be a little bit of low level smoke stuck in there. I think by Sunday, it will start to clear out. And while there may be a little bit of a haze left over, at least we'll be breathing cleaner air. So just have to stick around a couple days for that air to clean out. But temperatures are still going to be hot tomorrow. In fact, somewhat oppressive in some areas. I want to point out the low temperatures up on the summit and Bonnie Doon overnight. 80s for your low temperatures. Hard to cool your homes when it's that hot outside. And the reason is we're going to continue to see this dry layer of warm air sitting right on the mountaintops. The smoke actually holds in a little bit of that heat. It's just going to make it hard to cool down. It'll be much cooler in the valley bottoms where that cool air can drain and pool, but you're still going to be back up to 100 degrees tomorrow afternoon in Ben Lomond. Santa Cruz, your high tomorrow, 90 degrees. Watsonville in the mid-90s. Salinas, upper 90s. Triple digits in Hollister and Gilroy. 80s in Castroville and Marina. Monterey tomorrow, again in the 80s. 84 also in Pacific Grove, so another warm day really even on the peninsula. And then farther south, highs in the Salinas Valley in the 90s and 100s. Carmel Valley and Big Sur another day in the triple digits. So the heat's going to stick around. The nasty air is going to stick around, unfortunately, tomorrow. But all things improving through the weekend. Temperatures heading downward. Air quality getting better. We'll see the return of some low clouds. And next week looking pretty seasonable with scattered high and low clouds through most of the week. And then there's some potential for precipitation late next week. I wouldn't count on it. There's just some possibility out there. But it looks like we may be entering a more active weather pattern with the potential for some precipitation starting next weekend. It is that time of season where we start to see that kind of activity. But nothing on the 7-day forecast just yet. Inland areas also cooling through the weekend, air getting better through the weekend, and much more comfortable temperatures for most of next week.